Hello there, everybody. Kate Tanner here. First off, I want to say up front, thank you for checking this out. And before I get into much of anything, just a little bit about me. I'm many things. I'm a writer, game creator. I created Chronicles of Tessa, formerly known as Touch of Power. I'm a really big gamer, and I have a pretty good life so far. Wonderful wife, and I have 3 children. Got a son who lives a considerable distance away from me, but as of this last year, we have gotten really close, and he means as much to me as my daughters mean to me as well. My 2 daughters live with me and my wife as well, and they are pillars of my existence, which is kind of why I spontaneously decided to make this video. Anyone who has talked to me has known that, at least for a while now, I'm not, or at least I haven't been in the best mental states. And as you can tell with the charm around my neck, that is a philosophy I have really dived into this year. I've never been one who's been big about religion. Probably never will be. However, I have learned a great deal about Taoism, and I have adopted it at least as a philosophy. But we all have our bad days. We all fall off the wagon, and we sometimes hit a spiral, and it can be soul crushing, and it sucks. I'm going to emphasize that. It sucks, because you feel like everything you've done has been for nothing. And I'm here to tell you, as well as myself, if I come back to watching anything with myself in it, because I typically get some stage fright, and I hate the sound of my own voice, as most people do, I come to find out. Anyway, no matter what point of darkness you find yourself in, no matter how hopeless your situation seems, it's hard. It is soul-crushingly hard. It makes running through, if you're a gamer like me, you should know this analogy. It's like running through the entirety of Dark Souls with a sliver of health left and no equipment and a broken weapon. It makes that look easy, as far as the type of so you have your days where you get so pushed down by everything that running through Dark Souls naked with no equipment, no items, and a broken weapon sounds like it'd be more fun and much easier than what you're dealing with. I've been there, and I mean, I've never been one for suicide, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that because I don't feel like it's my place. However, I have been at the spot where I have wanted to give up. I have seen complete darkness to where I didn't see a way out. But you know what? Tomorrow is going to be a new opportunity. Let tomorrow be a new beginning. Even if you don't do great, the fact that you made it through the day, that right there is a feat. Not everybody makes it to the next day. Treat each day like a level, or treat it like a stage, and when you get to the end of it, at least you can look back and say, hey, you know what, I got this far. Maybe it's not so bad. You know, maybe listening to this, you know, crazy sounding guy in his car, he might be onto something. I don't know. That's up for you to decide. And I hope whatever it is you use as a pillar for your life, whatever keeps you find that keeps you going, you really grab it, and you don't let go. Maybe you have big aspirations of being something or doing something, or like my case, I created an entire game with a fictional world, and yeah, it's not gonna make me rich. I kind of knew that going into it, but I created it for the simple joy of it. That's really all it came down to. But that's my whole point. Is find something that speaks out to you that you can identify yourself with, and do it unashamed. Do it with a sense of pride to it, but also a sense of elegance to it. You don't want to come across as a crazy guy or girl, or however you identify yourself. I'm very open-minded when it comes to how people identify themselves in this day and age. But don't feel like you need to hide it either. There's a balance, and that's where you got to figure out what's that sweet spot for you, where you're not going to drive people crazy with it, like I have done over the years with some of the things I've really have gotten heavily, obsessed with. But don't be embarrassed. I mean, that's no way to live either. Just throw it out there and be like, hey, you know what? This is me. This is who I am. Each one of you has it in you. Just draw it out. Figure out your passions. And freaking just let it fly. Let it go. In the sense of you take your life in the direction you want to go. Anyone who tries to talk down to you or try to discourage you, just don't listen. Push past it. You got it. You got this. You got whatever the world throws your way. Anyway, thanks for listening, and hope you find something useful out of this. If not, feel free to just laugh at me. It's alright. I don't mind. Alright, later.